Is everyone excited? Okay, we're going to start a new series on this show. It's called Call Your Reps. It is called Call Your Reps because it consists of me calling my reps on an important issue and then encouraging you to do the same. So our first topic for this new series, actually the first series on this show, I think. No, not the first series. There was also the India history one. Anyway, our first topic is Jeff Sessions' zero tolerance policy. That allows for forcible separation of children and their parents at the border. The analogy I use to describe this is that you put all the families in a centrifuge, okay, like a science lab kind of centrifuge. You spin the centrifuge around until the family separate into different layers: the parents, the older children, the younger children. And then you just take each layer out and put it wherever you want. That's what this policy is. They're taking the parents, putting them one place, taking the children, putting them in another place, and not really caring or acknowledging that it's kind of a really bad idea. So I'm going to call both my U.S. senators, Chris Van Hollen and Benjamin Cardin, and I'm going to call my my representative, Andy Harris. Scary. He's not scary, but he's slightly hopeless, but we're going to try anyway. Okay. So I have myself some notes on what I'm going to talk about. These notes it's not like it took me a week to compile all these notes. No, I just did some Google searching. It's not very difficult. You can do it too. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. We're going to start off easy and call Chris Van Hollen. There's his phone number. Okay, Chris Van Hollen, Washington, D.C. office. 202 4654. All right.
Issues or legislation, please press 1. If you would like to hear office information, including hours.
Thank you for taking time to share your thoughts with me. If you're from Maryland and would like a response, please send me an email through my website, www.vanhollen.senate.gov.
He doesn't want to deal with phone calls.
I look forward to your message. Thanks.
Hello, Senator Van Hollen. My name is Kiali Pilamari. My zip code is 21014. I'm just calling to thank you for visiting a Border Patrol processing center recently. I'm very glad you're taking the time to understand this issue, and I would also like to thank you for co-sponsoring the Keep Families Together Act which will prevent children from being forcibly separated from their families. I thank you for your action already on this topic, and I would beg you to continue working to end this process of just separating children from their families as soon as possible, because it is both cruel and unnecessary and rather unusual. Thank you very much for your time. So that was the first call. All right, we're gonna do another one. We're gonna call Ben Cardin. Ben Cardin, I have much the same talking points except the part about him visiting a detention center, Border Patrol processing center, because he didn't do that. But he did co-sponsor the Keep Families Together Act, which is good. So, Ben Cardin, also in the Hart Senate Office Building, 202-224-4524. Okay. Call him. I'm going to put him on speaker.
I'm sorry, extension number 44524 is on the phone. You've reached the voicemail of Senator Cardin's mainline mailbox. Please leave a message.
Hello, Senator Cardin. My name is Kiali Pilamari. My zip code is 21014. I'm just calling you to thank you for co-sponsoring the Keep Families Together Act and to ask you to continue working to end this cruel practice of separating children from their families at the border as soon as possible. This is an emergency. This is not good for either the children or their parents, and it's unnecessary. So I would I would ask you to continue working on this and treat it with utmost urgency. Thank you very much. All right, I think that one went a lot better than the first one. It was a little bit flustery on the first one. Okay, next, Andy Harris. So far, my YouTube audience, which I know consists of thousands and thousands of people, so far the senators we've called have already taken some action on this issue, and they're already on it. We're just giving them some support and making sure they keep doing it. Now comes Andy Harris, the senator who never listens, the senator who has town halls on phone calls and screens the questions before he lets them get asked. Town halls on phone calls. And then when he really does have town halls, I went to one. An hour long, each person gets a question and he gets to respond, and they get a follow-up question and he gets to respond, and you get through very, very few questions. That was, good times. Good times when the congressman finally has a town hall in a far-flung area of his district, which is all of his district. Anyway, moving along. Okay. Where's Andy Harris's phone number? Here it is. Okay, Washington, D.C. office, 202-225-5311. All right, his script's a bit different. I mean, it's not a script, it's just notes, but still.
Congressman Harris' office.
Hello, my name is Kiali. May I speak to Congressman Harris?
He's not available right now, but I'd be happy to pass along any concerns or opinions.
Thank you. My name is Kiali Fililamari. I live at, my zip code is 21014. I'm calling about Jeff Sessions' zero tolerance policy, which is responsible for separation of children from their families at the U.S. border. I've seen in the Baltimore Sun that Representative Harris has not clearly spoken out about this issue. He's said something about increasing the number of family facilities at the border so we can keep families together. So I saw that, and that's fine, but I would like to ask him to work on a much quicker solution and treat this as an emergency, as the emergency that it really is. If you could pass that message along, I would be very grateful.
Yeah, of course. And can I just have your name again so that I can?
Kiali Pililamari. It's spelled Khiyyali, and my last name is spelled Pillallamari.
All right, thank you so much. I'll be happy to pass that along.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Real person, who knew? Okay, all right. Slight amount of cred to Andy Harris, unfortunately. Slight amount of cred to Andy Harris for having a real person answer the phone. Okay, I mean, let's see. Van Hollen was just like, write to me at my website. We're going to have to call him again on that. Write to me at my website is not what you do. You don't do that when a constituent actually bothers to call you, which not many do. So call them, please. When a constituent actually bothers to call you, you don't just reroute them. You say, okay, leave a message. And right, maybe the messages pile up and you don't get to them for a while, but at least you let them leave a message there, which he did. So that's kind of good. Anyway, or don't let them pile up, really. Okay. This is why I need a script. So that was today's version of Call Your Representatives. So I called my 3 representatives, my 2 senators, and 1 congressperson whom I really want to fire and reelect. But yeah, call yours. Comment and say how it goes. All right, bye. Yes. Nobody wants